I dare you to comment down below who is your favorite Intercontinental Champion of all time. Welcome back to the channel, guys, and today I am going to be drafting every single Intercontinental Champion I can think of with a 20 superstar cap limit. We're going to throw them all into this brand right here on Universe mode, and we're only going to have one championship, the Intercontinental Championship, on the line. After we draft all 20 of my picks, we are going to simulate every single month, and we are going to get to WrestleMania and find out who is your Intercontinental Champion. But before we get to the number one draft pick, if you are new to the channel, go to that subscribe button today, because one is absolutely free and two, you can unsubscribe at any point in the future. And can we hit 1,000 likes on this video? I think we can. Come on, man, it's Christmas. My number one draft pick and the person starting off this video as the Intercontinental Champion will be Sami Zayn. I think Sami Zayn's one of the best talkers in WWE today. I feel like he will carry this new Intercontinental Division brand with ease. My second draft pick is going to be somebody from the Attitude Era. It's going to be Kurt Angle. Oh, it's true. It's true. I think those three I's, intensity, integrity, and intelligence, will carry Kurt Angle very, very well in this Universe mode. The number three draft pick is quite possibly the greatest Intercontinental Champion of all time. It is the Ayatollah of rock and rolla. It is Le Champion. It is the demo god. It is Chris Jericho. For my fourth pick, I'm going to take somebody I usually don't take early in these drafts. I'm going to take Bobby Lashley, Freak Bobby if you nasty, as the number 4 pick, because I think Bobby Lashley is going to do really well with this roster. I feel like I kind of got to take the big dog, Roman Reigns, because I think the Tribal Chief needs to become the head of the table here on this Intercontinental Championship brand. The sixth draft pick is going to be none other than Triple H 2001, because the game, Triple H, deserves this brand opportunity, if you will. You know what? While we're at it, let's go ahead and draft his best friend. Let's grab Shawn Michaels up next. For my next pick, I'm going to draft one of my personal favorite Intercontinental Champions of all time, Shelton Benjamin. You can't tell me when Shelton Benjamin was out there like Terrell Owens that you did not like that, man. That era of Shelton Benjamin, when he had Mama Benjamin with him, absolute top tier. I guess it's finally about time that I drafted The Rock in this one. I'm gonna do something different this time, though. I'm gonna grab The Rock with the $500 shirt. For my 10th pick, I'm gonna take the Rated R Superstar Edge. Now, I would do the whole Superstar, but my throat kind of hurt right now, and I ain't trying to lose my voice again. A very underrated Intercontinental Champion, in my personal opinion, is Christian. When Christian won the Intercontinental title around 2003 to 2004, especially in the 2004 era, actually, now that I think about it, I feel like Christian's reign with the belt then was top tier unmatched. Even if you do put the letter S in front of Hitman, you get what I feel about Bret the Hitman Hart. I'm gonna go ahead and draft him anyways, because I feel like Bret Hart bringing that technical prowess to this brand would do good for business. Speaking of technical prowess, let's go ahead and grab Daniel Bryan as well. I don't feel like he had a good Intercontinental title reign, obviously, with what happened, but we're bringing the man back. Hey, yo, we gonna go ahead and grab the bad guy, Razor Ramon. I feel like, hey, Chico, I feel like Razor Ramon's gonna do very, very well in this brand. I think this is actually gonna be one of my favorite picks that we've grabbed so far. And while we're already over here in the R's, let's go ahead and grab Randy Orton. I feel like the Legend Killer could definitely do well in this. For my 16th pick, I am going to take Luke Harper. I think Luke Harper and Dolph Ziggler had a great Intercontinental Championship match at tables, ladders, and chairs. Oh my. So we're gonna go ahead and grab Luke Harper. Y'all couldn't think I wasn't just going to draft the Monday Night Messiah, the Friday Night Messiah, the Messiah of all days, if you will, Seth Rollins, could you? For my 18th pick, we're going to go ahead and pick up Kofi Kingston. I love every single time when Kofi Kingston has the Intercontinental title. I don't know what it is. I just think Kofi as the Intercontinental Champion is great. Every single time he's held the belt, I think it's been a dope reign. For my 19th pick, I'm going to pick up Stone Cold Steve Austin. And with my last pick, I'm actually going to take Big E Langston. You can't tell me Big E Langston's Intercontinental title reigns weren't lit. I know it's just Big E right now, but hey, when he was Intercontinental Champion, it was Langston. Now, as I said, Sami Zayn will be our starting Intercontinental Champion. There's only one championship on this brand. Everybody that I just drafted is going for that belt. So as we arrive to our first pay-per-view here, Money in the Bank, we open up actually with the Intercontinental Championship on the line as Kofi Kingston is battling Sami Zayn for that championship but who will come away with the belt? It will be Sami Zayn retaining. Moving forward, Big E actually defeats Bret the Hitman Hart. We then have a Money in the Bank ladder match with no briefcase on the line because there ain't no Money in the Bank briefcase in this, that Randy Orton actually picked up the win on. I don't know why Braun Strowman's here. He's not in the universe mode, but nevertheless, Seth Rollins loses a big old Money in the Bank ladder match, again with no briefcase on the line, as Triple H picks up the win in that one. Our next pay-per-view is Extreme Rules. It has happened in the month of July. We open things up with Edge losing to Shawn Michaels in an Extreme Rules match. Heading over to the next match, Triple H defeats Shelton Benjamin. We then have Kurt Angle defeating Christian in what I'm sure was an instant classic, no pun intended. Moving forward though, Seth Rollins, the Monday night, Friday night, whatever night you would like, Messiah defeats Chris Jericho. We then have The Rock with the $500 shirt defeating El Chico, the bad guy, Razor Ramon. We have Randy Orton defeating Bobby Lashley, Freak Bobby if you nasty. Stone Cold Steve Austin defeats Bret the Hitman Hart. And if you put the letter S in for the Hitman, you get exactly how I feel about him, or however Stone Cold said it. Nevertheless, Daniel Bryan defeated Roman Reigns in the co-main event, but in the main event of the evening, Kofi Kingston loses in an Extreme Rules match once again to Sami Zayn. We open up SummerSlam as our next pay-per-view with Kurt Angle defeating Triple H in singles competition. Hey, these are both from 01 as well, so you got to think this is just an 01 SummerSlam match. And fun fact, if you did not know, I went to SummerSlam 2000. I was there when they faced each other for the WWE Championship, also involving The Rock. Nevertheless, though, The Rock defeats Razor Ramon in a one-on-one match. Up next, we have Chris Jericho defeating Edge in singles competition. Sami Zayn defeated Seth Rollins with the Intercontinental Championship on the line, so Seth Rollins got a shot at the belt, but it's Sami Zayn who put him down. We then have Stone Cold Steve Austin defeating what is kind of the originator of the what chant, Christian, here in singles competition. Kofi Kingston defeats Big E. I was wondering if they were going to face each other. We then have Randy Orton defeating Roman Reigns in an Extreme Rules match. These two faced at SummerSlam, didn't they? Nevertheless, though, Bret the Hitman Hart defeats Shawn Michaels, and these two definitely faced each other. Oof. We then have Daniel Bryan winning a triple threat main event against Bobby Lashley, Freak Bobby if you nasty, and Shelton Benjamin. Opening up Hell in a Cell, Bret the Hitman Hart has defeated Bobby Lashley in singles competition. Meanwhile, The Rock defeats Christian in singles competition. We see Edge defeating Chris Jericho in singles competition. Sami Zayn defeated Seth Rollins for that Intercontinental Championship. Sami Zayn's yet to lose that Intercontinental title. I wonder if he can go the full year. Nevertheless, Daniel Bryan does defeat Kurt Angle in singles competition, and that match would be a banger. I am so mad we never got to see that match when Kurt was in his prime and Daniel Bryan was in his prime. That is just always going to be one of those matches I'm just like, man, why couldn't that have happened? Nevertheless, though, Kofi Kingston does defeat Big E here at Hell in a Cell. We then have Stone Cold Steve Austin defeating Shawn Michaels. Roman Reigns defeated Randy Orton in the main event. No, wait, there's one more match. Triple H loses to Shelton Benjamin in a Hell in a Cell main event. Kicking off Super Showdown, we got Kurt Angle battling Shawn Michaels, a match at WrestleMania 21 that I still think about to this day. We then have Chris Jericho defeating Edge in singles competition. Shelton Benjamin loses to Triple H on the rematch. Whoa. I thought The Rock was about to win. I was about to say Rocky won, but no. Razor Ramon defeats The Rock here at Super Showdown. Sami Zayn defeated Daniel Bryan in non-title action, so I wonder what happened there. Nevertheless, Kofi Kingston does defeat Big E in singles competition. Randy Orton defeats Roman Reigns in singles competition. Seth Rollins defeats Stone Cold in a no-holds-barred match. And in the main event of the evening, Bobby Lashley defeats Bret the Hitman Hart in an Extreme Rules match. Welcome to the Survivor Series pay-per-view, ladies and gentlemen. We kick things off with Kurt Angle battling The Rock, with Kurt Angle picking up that big win. Roman Reigns, Chris Jericho, Christian, and Edge, aka the Canadians with Samoan Roman Reigns, Pete Harper, Shawn, Razor, and Shelton Benjamin in an 8-man tag. I don't know what I was going to say there for a joke, but it is what it is. Nevertheless, Sami Zayn does defeat Bobby Lashley, Freak Bobby if you nasty, for the Intercontinental Championship. He retains. He's still the Intercontinental Championship with no signs of losing it. Nevertheless, though, Big E Langston does defeat Kofi Kingston here at Survivor Series. We have Seth Rollins defeating Triple H. We have Bret the Hitman Hart defeating Stone Cold Steve Austin in the main event. We have Randy Orton defeating Daniel Bryan. Tables, ladders, and chairs, oh my, aka the December pay-per-view, opens up with The Rock defeating Kurt Angle. We then have Kofi Kingston defeating Big E. We also have Triple H defeating Shelton Benjamin in singles competition, with Stone Cold Steve Austin defeating Christian right thereafter. Seth Rollins defeats Bobby Lashley after that. Shawn Michaels loses to Chris Jericho in singles competition. Roman Reigns defeats Edge in what I'm sure was a battle of the spears. Bret the Hitman Hart defeats Daniel Bryan, and again, even though I don't like Bret Hart, I can admit this match would be an absolute banger. And in the main event of the evening, Sami Zayn defeats Randy Orton in a tables, ladders, and chairs match. Welcome to the Royal Rumble pay-per-view. I don't think there's actually going to be a Rumble match, because I thought about it. We only drafted 20 people, unless they do a 10-man Rumble, but I mean, I doubt that they will. Why am I just scrolling through without reading them? Nevertheless, Bobby Lashley defeats Seth Rollins here tonight. We then have Edge defeating Chris Jericho in singles competition. Stone Cold Steve Austin defeats Shelton Benjamin. The Rock loses to Kurt Angle. We have Shawn Michaels defeating Christian. Sami Zayn loses to Bret the Hitman Hart, but it was non-title. No title was on the line in that one. Triple H does defeat Randy Orton in a steel cage match. Roman Reigns defeats Daniel Bryan in the main event of the evening. We actually do have a 10-man Royal Rumble. Who won the Rumble? It was Shawn Michaels. Shawn Michaels, the Heartbreak Kid, wins the Royal Rumble. It is now time for the Elimination Chamber pay-per-view. Edge wins this opening Elimination Chamber match. I don't know what was on the line, but nevertheless, Edge does pick up the win against Stone Cold Steve Austin, Bobby Lashley, Chris Jericho, Kurt Angle, and Shelton Benjamin. We move on over. Big E defeats Rowan in singles competition. Why Rowan was even booked on this, I do not know. Nevertheless, The Rock does defeat Razor Ramon, so that's good for The Rock. Randy Orton defeats Triple H, and in the main event of the evening, Bret the Hitman Hart wins the Intercontinental Championship in a huge, big old Elimination Chamber match. And I'm just putting this out there right now. If you're telling me in the main event of WrestleMania we're getting Bret Hart versus Shawn Michaels for the IC title, I don't think it's going to end well. But nevertheless, Bret Hart does become the Intercontinental Champion. We open up Fastlane now with Stone Cold Steve Austin, a little Stone Cold, defeating Edge in a singles competition. We then have Razor Ramon defeating Big E right on after that one. We have Bobby Lashley defeating Christian up next. Who's going to WrestleMania? Who's facing Shawn Michaels? I want to know. The Rock defeats Kurt Angle, though, in singles competition. Roman Reigns defeats Shelton Benjamin. We then have Seth Rollins defeating Daniel Bryan. Bret the Hitman Hart is going into WrestleMania as the Intercontinental Champion as he defeats Kofi Kingston in singles competition. Meanwhile, Triple H does defeat Randy Orton, and in the main event of the evening, Shawn Michaels defeats Chris Jericho. In our last pay-per-view of the Sim, this is our WrestleMania. We open up with Stone Cold Steve Austin defeating Triple H at the biggest show of the year. Shelton Benjamin defeats Bobby Lashley at the biggest show of the year. Maybe a little splitting up of the Hurt Business. Nevertheless, Kofi Kingston defeats Big E. A little split up of the New Day too, I suppose. Kurt Angle does defeat Chris Jericho after that. We then have The Rock defeating Razor Ramon once again. Randy Orton defeats Roman Reigns in a Falls Count Anywhere match. Shawn Michaels loses to Bret Hart for the Intercontinental Championship, so Bret Hart is still your Intercontinental Champion. In the main event of the evening, Daniel Bryan defeats Seth Rollins and Edge in a triple threat match. Well, ladies and gentlemen, only 2 men held this championship. I'm not going to lie, I'm a little surprised. Sami Zayn did lose the championship to Bret the Hitman Hart, but then Bret Hart has carried it all the way through WrestleMania. Well, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for tuning into this one, and as always and forever, take it easy though, guys. Peace!